Hey, what's up, guys? This is Malcolm Beyond Malcolm Talks. How y'all feeling today? That's good, man. I'm glad to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Good to see when my folks doing well out there, man. You know, today I want to talk to you guys about flexing, about flossing, about some would call it capping, but not necessarily capping. What I'm really talking about is the whole idea of flexing, of gassing people, kind of, you know, where you put yourself out there and you're trying to show off what you have so that other people will feel like, wow, this person must be really doing something. Let's talk about that, because I think that there's a time and a place for it, and then I think sometimes there's no point in even doing it. You're just wasting your money. You're going to end up broke. You know, the old folks call it keeping up with the Joneses. Now, I guess the analogy is that the Joneses live next door, and they got all the money in the cars, and they're taking all the trips and doing all the beautiful things because they got money. But since we live right next door, we got to keep up with the Joneses. So we got to go take trips, and we got to go do all these things and buy the cars. But we don't have money like that. So what we end up doing is going in debt, getting a lot of credit card debt, and our lives become miserable because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses. So I think typically it's the wrong idea to try to keep up with the Joneses or to try to spend money that you don't have just to uphold an image, right? These are things that I would not recommend. But if done strategically, you can benefit from showing off, from bragging, from doing these types of things that are typically frowned upon. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to give you an analogy. When you go to the gas station to get gas, right? You might go in there, well, sometimes, most of the time, you get money from the little outside thing. You swipe your card. But sometimes you might go in there and be like, hey, let me get 20 on number 7. And when you go in there, what else do you say to yourself? You be like, man, I'm going to go ahead and get me some Cheetos and a pack of gum real quick. Hey, let me get some Cheetos, a pack of gum, and 20 on number 7. Now, you didn't go in there, you know, specifically wanting to get Cheetos and all these other things, but you purchased those other things. Why? Because you came in the gas station trying to get gas. These gas stations don't make hardly any money on the gas, guys. But the gas does bring in the customers so that you can potentially buy some more items. And when you flex, I'm going to bring it full circle. When you flex, when you show off, when you do certain things where you're putting it in people's face, like, hey, look what I got. Look what I'm doing. Look, I'm successful. That's like that's like the gas. That's the gasoline. You're getting them in the door. People will be watching. They'll be like, oh, hold on. He must be doing something if he riding around into that. Or he or she must have some kind of money with that type of, you know, she must have some money with that type of purse. You know, her hair and nails are always done up perfect. So she got to have some money somewhere. But that might be your last dime. You might be taking your last amount of money flexing, trying to look like you got money. But here's the thing. If you don't have anything else to offer when people are attracted or when people are looking at you in a higher light because they see the things that you're trying to put out there, if you don't have anything else to offer them, then it's a lose-lose for you. You're just going to waste money. But if you have a product or a service that will attract, that you can sell somebody once you attract them, then that makes sense, guys. That's a win-win situation. Yes, it is slightly risky, but that's the name of the game, man. So if I'm a real estate agent and I'm driving around in an old Ford Focus and I'm trying to sell $1 million home, that doesn't make sense. Don't nobody want to sit I know back in the day that's what they used to do. With COVID and everything, ain't nobody sitting in no car with you driving around looking at houses. But you know, back in the day, people used to hop in a whip, ride around with the real estate agent now, looking at all these different homes and stuff like that. Well, in a Ford Focus, ain't nobody gonna jump in a Ford Focus with you, especially if you're looking at $1 million home. They're gonna be like, this doesn't show that you're successful. And I know that there's some people that say, well, no, it's not about that. It's about what's your track record. If you can show that a track record of success, it shouldn't matter what kind of car you pull up in. Well, what I'm telling you is it does matter what kind of car you pull up in, because everybody don't know you. The first impression is very powerful, and you want to lead with the first impression of success. If you're able to make money off of a product or a service. Now, if you have a fixed income, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you got a 9-to-5, more power to you. I actually advocate having a 9-to-5 and having a side business. But if you have a 9-to-5 and your income is fixed at a certain level, it doesn't make sense for you to go into debt trying to look like you have more money than what you have. Because what you're going to do is you're going to end up in the red. The red means you're out of money. That makes you look stupid when you try to flex in front of people, but you know you don't have that money. There's no way that you can even hustle up the money, because the only way you get money is from a 9-to-5. I advocate starting a small business just on the side so that you can make you a couple extra $100, make you a couple extra $1,000, so that you can buy those things and flex a little bit. Put it in their face a little bit, man. Because that's going to motivate you to keep doing what you're doing, to get more money. Especially now that you know you have the option of going out there and getting it for yourself on top of a 9-to-5. It's just like gasoline, man. You put the gasoline, you say, look, I got gasoline. I'm flexing on them. I'm flexing for you right now. You're not going to make any money from flexing, but you will bring attention. And with that attention, you can sell a product or service. I hope I'm making this clear. There's a way that you can finesse everything. You got to be smart. And don't try to keep up with other people. Try to just make some money, man. Let me say that again. Don't try to keep up with people. Just try to go out and get you some money. Because when you make money and you feel good about that, and you made it the right way, legally, you ain't out here risking your life trying to get you some ends. You making ends meet, you're responsible, things like that, man, that feels great, man. And that gives you added motivation. So yeah, man, flex a little bit. Flex a little bit, but at the same time, start you a business. Hone your skills so that you can create a service-based business, or you can sell your product or something like that on the side while you still getting money from your 9-to-5. Guys, this is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. Flex a little bit, but be smart. Be smart about it. Don't blow your money and not have any kind of way to make that money back. That's dumb. If you're gonna flex, it's just like fishing. You flexing, you putting out the fishing rod, you putting out the line. See what you catch. And I'm not talking about in relationships or anything like that. What I'm talking about is opportunities. When you flex, you open the door for opportunities, guys. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. If you're walking around looking broke, that doesn't bring success opportunities. It brings broke opportunities. But if you're walking around looking successful, it brings successful opportunities. It really does. And y'all know this. I ain't telling y'all nothing new. But I can't get you number. I can't do nothing but give you the game, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. I'm going to holler at you guys next time, man. Comment down below. What do you want me to talk about next? Y'all be safe out here, man. Peace.